Everyone, today I come back and I keep doing my exercise homework. The subject is still power. 10 minutes of your life. The most is opening 10 minutes of your life. Heavy jogging. So let's begin. Yes. Okay.
Your brain is the most powerful weapon in the world.
Your brain is the most powerful weapon in the world.
Once you
Put away your phone,
computers,
your computer, and all that we have nowadays. Yes, it's great. We are today. But your brain is the only thing you have. When you're going through depression, when you're going through hard times, when you're going through death, real life, you can't Google that, man. You alone. You alone. You may have string you going to. You have bad friend you going to. But there's 24 hours in a day where you are alone in this brain. And your brain is talking to you in all kind of ways. It wants to control you and put you in different pockets. If you can't control your own brain, and your brain controls you, you're messed. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over. What existed for me was, okay man, how am I going to make this work? And I knew that then was hard work. The only way anything gets accomplished. Just I heard Pat in those days, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. I'm not getting how to. I can't get this progress. I can't remember what's in this program to pass the test to get the military. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again, but it's not getting it right out. And that's how I started learning. Okay, well, I've got write out everything I do, and then write out again, and write it out again. And guess what happened? I got it. I got it. I can't swim. A negative point. Go back again. I can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realize if I keep going back and going back and going back until this church becomes, your mind will say, okay, we're going to visit out because he is not going to stop. Sorry, it's time for investment. Okay, let's continue. It's not like I'm going to. Sorry. It's not like I'm going to try one more time. No. It's just like a lock clock go up. Woo. We're going back. I can't read it now. We're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. It said, okay, we're going to adapt and overcome now. Like a lot of people say, try hard. Your mind now is man. It's now this guy, it pulls me man. This guy trying, they are not to talking. Yes. This guy is lying. Okay, there's no truth behind it. When I go in, sorry, when I go in Navy SEAL training, people would go, people would go, how were you there for 18 months? The program was only 6 months alone. You were in 3 health weeks in 1 year. No one ever done that. How did you do that? I talk about the new norm. When I live in a $7 a month place, when I was growing up for a short period of time, I loved it. I didn't know any different. That was my norm. Once we moved out of that place, we moved to $236 a month place. I realized it. I never want to go back to that little piece of. But if you go back to a $7 a month place and you realize this is where I live, this is all I got. Your mindset, Roger, that this is home. So when I was going through Navy SEAL training for 18 months and going back to all the hard parts over and over again, I told myself after the first time, I knew it could be a long journey there. My body was breaking down. It was just how it was going on. I said, you know what, this is mine. So my mind said, it's like going to work. You got to work. You put your suit and tie on. I go into suffering every day. Every day, suffering, being broken, that typing my feet up. Stress fracture, shin splint, being broken. This is my new norm. And your mind says, if we are not broken, these aren't normal. You got to be broken. So then your mind starts to get tougher and tougher. People said, how did you run on broken feet? Broken scenes? My mind knew. This is how we operate. We are in Navy SEAL training. This is what we are. I became hell. And that became my new norm. I gave myself no way out. There was nothing outside the walls of hell. Nothing. I became I love God, but for a short period of time I became the devil. Because that was hell. I became the boss, the owner, the CEO of Navy SEAL training. That was my mindset. And that's how you get through things. You put yourself, you immerse yourself in wherever it is. And you become that. You became that and give yourself no way out. When I was 297 pounds, I was fat as hell trying to be a Navy SEAL. The scariest thing in the world to me, even to this, was that I could have been the rest of my life. I thought that I was trying hard. Just the scariest thing in the world. I thought then, 297 pounds, working for accolades, spraying for cooking rods, making $1,000 a month. I thought that we me at my 100% potential. Come to find out, a few years later, I wasn't anywhere near that. 106 pounds less. Graduated Naval Civil training, went on to all the other things. Looking back on that, that's what my trying hard. That's what people got to understand. What is in us? We had no idea until we start trying hard. And I mean really trying hard. Where you obsessed with, hey, this is my new norm. My new norm is that wow, this isn't always fun. It's not always meant to be fun. And that's when you know you are trying hard. Okay. People hear my story and they think this guy is a sadistic. I realize how the brain works. I figured out how the brain works. I'm a
scared
scared
kid,
kid,
and that's what gives
and
me
that's
so
what
much
gives me
power.
so much power.
I had
I
no
had no
foundation,
foundation,
and I built
and
this
I
off
built it
of
up
this
or just researching the
research of
mind.
mine. The
The
feeling you
feeling you
get
get
is
is
basically
basically invincibility.
invincibility. You
You realize
realize
that
that you
you
can't do
can't
it
do it all
all
the
the time.
time.
When you
When
need
you
to
need to
do
do
it,
it,
I
I
know I
now I
can go
can
to
go
a
to a
place
place
that I can
that I
live
can
in. And
live
when
in.
you know
And
that
when
you
you
can
know that you
run
can run
on broken
on
legs,
broken legs,
and you can do
and you can
certain
do certain
things that a
things
lot
that
of
a lot of
people can
people can
do,
do,
but they're
but
not
they're
willing
not
to do.
willing to
This
do. This
power,
power,
this
the
sympathetic
sympathetic
nervous
nervous
system
system
of fight or flight
of
when you're
fight or
fighting,
flight in your fighting.
it gives you
It is
this
the
charge of
charge
energy
of energy.
of when you're sitting
When you sitting
there
there
at
at
3:30, 4 o'clock in the
3:34
morning,
in the
and you're
morning,
duct taping
and you are not typing
your
the
feet
feet up
because they're
because they are
broken,
broken,
and you're doing
and
it
you is
by
doing it by
yourself,
yourself,
and you're going
and you're
through
going through
arguably one of the
arguably
hardest
one of the
training in the
hardest
world.
training in the world.
And these guys, most of them are
And these guys,
healthy,
most of them are
and you're
healthy,
going through
and
it
you're going
broken,
through it broken,
and you're already at a
and you're
disadvantage,
already at a disadvantage, but
but
you
you're still
still there.
there.
You
Feed
can
into
feed
that
into
and tap
that
into that
and tap into that for a lot
for
of
a lot
power.
of power.
But if you look at it, well,
broken
I'm
man,
broken man
like, I'm not
and
gonna
I'm
make
not
it.
going to make it.
But if you look
But
at it
if you
as
look
I'm
at it as
broken
I'm
and I'm still
broken
here,
and I'm still here,
now I'm gonna find a
and
way
I'm fighting, and I'm going to find a way to get through
to
this
get through this. Because I have
because I
no
have no
other
other place
place to go.
to go.
It gives
It
you a lot
gives
of
you a
power.
lot of power.
When things
When
start
things
to
start to
suck
shut really, really bad,
bad, my
my
brain
brand and a
and
lot
a
of
lot of
people's
people's
brands,
brain, they,
yes,
they don't
they
go to
don't
your
go to your
dad
dad
beating
beating you up.
you up.
Your
Your brain
brand
says,
said,
we
we
ain't
got to
going
get
out
the
here.
f-
This is
out
miserable.
there. This is miserable.
So
So
anger
anger
goes
goes
away
away
a lot of
a
times
lot of
when you're
time when you're
suffering
suffering
because
because
your
your
brain
brand
just says,
just
we
says,
gotta
we
run,
got to run,
we gotta
we got
go.
to go.
So that
So that
anger
the
is
answer
not
is
popping
not
up
popping
saying,
up,
oh,
saying,
I'm gonna
oh, I'm
show
going to
them,
show them,
I want to
I'm
show
going to
those
show
people.
those people.
No,
No,
there has to be
they
a
had to
much
be much
deeper.
deeper.
When I say
And when I
deeper,
say deeper,
it has
I
to
just have
be
it down
down
to
to mineral soil.
mineral soil.
It has to be
It is be
down to
down
that
to that
nice
nice mineral
soil where
soil
nothing
where
can
nothing
burn.
can burn.
You can't
You
burn
can burn
dirt.
dirt.
So it has
So
to
it
be
had to be
down
down that
that
low.
low. That literally
That
is
literally
something
is
in
something
you
in you
that's
just
at the
as you
core of
call
your
the
soul.
shower.
And but you
And
don't
but the
find it
one fight is unless you
unless you
spend a
spend
lot
a
of
lot of
time
time with
with
what you want to be
what
in
you want to
life.
be in life.
You,
I
I
can't
can't
give
give
that to
that to you.
you
Right? You
and you
can't
can
give
give
it
it
to
to
somebody.
somebody.
When
When you
you
find
find
your
your true
true
passion
passion
in
in
life,
life,
and my
it's
passion
my
for me was
passion
like,
for me
oh, I want
like
to be that. I can
eh,
Navy SEALs, Army, I don't give a shit. I want to
I
serve my
want to serve
country.
my country.
I cared
I
about,
care about. I
want
want
to
to
be
be
something that
someone that
I'm
I'm
proud
proud
of.
of.
I want
I
to look
want
at
to look at
myself in
myself in
the
the
mirror because I
mirror
was so
because I
disappointed.
was so
That
disappointed.
accountability
That
mirror
accountability
I talk
mirror I
about,
talk about,
I
I was
was
so
so
disappointed
disappointed
in
in what
what
I
I saw
saw
every
every
day.
day. I wanted
I wanted
everybody to
everybody
love
to love
David
David
Goggins.
Johnson, and
And a lot of
a
people
lot of
did.
people did.
I didn't love
I
myself.
didn't love myself, but I
But
knew
a
a
lot of
lot
us
of
want to
us want to
find
find
peace
peace first.
first. So people say, man,
Some
you
people
always
say
talk
you
about
always
this
talk about the
suffering
suffering
and
and
pain.
pain.
I'm at peace
I'm
right
at peace,
because
right?
of when you do that.
Because I, I talk,
Pain is,
I talk through.
I'm at peace right now
Yes,
because of when you do that.
I went through, I
You
went
don't
through
find
that.
peace first.
You don't
If
find
you
peace
do,
first. If you
Merry
do,
Christmas. More power to
Merry
you.
Christmas. More power to
More
you.
power to you.
More power
I
to
found
you.
peace
I found peace
on the
on the opposite
opposite
end of finding
of
myself.
finding myself.
And
And
no
no
one
one
really
finds
finds themselves
themselves
without going through
trials,
trials, tribulations,
suffering,
suffering,
accountability.
accountability.
Accountability
And accountability is
is
suffering,
suffering.
being accountable every day for doing right for
for
yourself, for the
you.
people next to you. It's miserable. It's
So
hard. So you know even the smallest details.
even the smallest details.
Yes, and it's all my speed. Thank you for your listening. Bye bye. See you next time.